All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from Sloop Brewing, and they're out of both Hopewell, Junction, and Elizaville, New York, and this is their No Pumpkin. So this is a pumpkin ale, and it comes in at, what's that? Not a pumpkin ale? What is it? An IPA? When? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it says IPA. Well, apparently this is an American IPA, comes in at 6% alcohol by volume and no IBUs listed. And the time of review, this beer is approximately just over 2 weeks old. So Sloop decided, I think it was last year they released this beer for the first time to kind of, I guess, make fun of pumpkin ales, pumpkin beers in general. It says on the side here, it's an India Pale Ale brewed without pumpkin or spices for 100% pure IPA pleasure. And considering that tomorrow marks the beginning of my 10 days of pumpkin, so starting tomorrow and ending on Halloween, I'm going to post a pumpkin beer review every single day for 10 straight days. It should be an absolute shit show. I'm imagining it's gonna be a shit show. Maybe it's gonna be amazing. I do have a good variety of beers, from barrel-aged pumpkin ales to barrel-aged pumpkin barley wines to coffee pumpkin beers to even a farmhouse pumpkin beer. So it will be interesting, but I thought the day before I would review something that isn't a pumpkin beer, but you know, it's kind of a pumpkin beer, but not really, but kind of. Anyway, I don't know much about this beer. We don't get Sloop in the Western New York area as far as like packaged beers go, no cans or anything. We usually just get them on draft, and I've had quite a few of their beers, and they've been pretty damn tasty. So this is the first beer I'm reviewing from them on the channel, but it is not the first beer I've had from them. But yeah, anyway, it's just an American IPA, 6%. It doesn't have any kind of pumpkin or pumpkin spices. It's just an IPA. That's all it is. And we're going to review it. This is probably the last IPA I'll have for a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks, so I'm going to enjoy it. Anyway, let's get this in the glass, see what we got going on. So Sloop does the whole hazy, I guess this is technically a New England style IPA, even though they say it's American IPA. Regardless, it's an IPA of some sort. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's a New England style IPA. Pours out this hazy orange honey color, about a finger and a half of an off-white head. Yeah, it's murked. Turby. It's murked. It's turbid and murky. So yeah, it has a nice turbidity to it. It looks the roll. I mean, come on, New England style. Ooh, they're using Galaxy, maybe Nelson Sauvin. It smells like there's some kind of Australian or New Zealand hop in here. It has that white wine, white grape kind of nose to it. Little bit of pineapple underneath it. Some dankness as well. Yeah, this one is really big on like the white wine, white grape, pineapple, maybe even a touch of like a fleshy mango. Yeah, this is all about tropical fruits, and like I said, I would think they're using New Zealand or Australian hops in this. I don't know. I don't know what hops they're using at all. There's really not a lot of information. Their whole spiel about like don't drink pumpkin beers, and we're brewing a pumpkin beer that it doesn't have pumpkin in it. They go nuts about it, but they really didn't mention what they were brewing it with. So kind of going into this relatively blind outside of knowing it's an IPA. It smells fucking pretty delicious though, so let's get into it. Cheers. If you do hear any background noise, the neighbors across the street are going nuts. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I haven't looked out, and just started a little while ago, but there's power tools involved. I don't think they're cutting the grass, but they're certainly doing something crazy. But anyway, yeah, this is really tasty. First off, the body and mouthfeel, appropriate for the style. Straight up medium bodied at 6%. It's soft, it's smooth. It's not really creamy or crazy. It's not like an upper echelon mouthfeel like you get with a lot of, you know, of the well-known and hyped New England style IPA producers. But it's soft, it's smooth. There's a decent amount of carbonation in there, but it's very, very soft on the palate. And obviously, this is like my third or fourth sip, and I'm just tearing this down. The white grape and white wine characteristics aren't as pronounced in the taste. There's edges of it. This one has more like a slight savory edge to it. So a little bit of like almost a basil, like herbaceousness to this one, which is very welcoming right now. Pineapple, fleshy mango, maybe even like a gooseberry. I do still think they're using either New England or New Zealand or Australian hops. I don't know which ones. If I had to guess, I'd imagine Galaxy's in here because I'm getting a pineapple and a white grape character, and almost like a candied crushed pineapple vibe as well. But yeah, this is really tasty. I'm glad I picked this out before I go on to my little pumpkin adventure here in, the next 10 days, because I haven't had a really just like authentic New England style IPA in a while. This is not American IPA. This is a New England IPA, and regardless of whatever they're calling it, it's fucking pretty tasty. So I'm gonna give No Pumpkin IPA from Sloop Brewing, totally not a pumpkin ale. I'm gonna give this a solid 4.25 out of 5. It's very nice. 6%. It drinks like a 6% IPA. Maybe it drinks slightly bigger, because while the flavors aren't super bold, there is a decent amount of complexity here, decent amount of fruitiness. It's very juicy. There's that nice herbaceous basil, taste, as well as in the aroma there was a little bit of dankness. So it has a nice complexity to it, but it's very easy to drink at the same time. So yeah, 4.25 out of 5 for No Pumpkin IPA from Sloop. And that does it. So I guess I'll see you back here tomorrow for the start of 10 Days of Pumpkin. Should be a lot of fun, or maybe not. I guess we'll see. Until tomorrow, cheers.